If we judge the population of ancient Egypt from documentaries and feature films, we can conclude that this race in its development was far superior to the rest of the inhabitants of the planet. But not all of the customs of the ancient Egyptians can be explained logically. Some of them may surprise, and sometimes shock, modern people. Wigs, the privilege of the rich lice, were one of the biggest problems of the prehistoric Egyptians. Therefore, almost everyone in the state was forced to cut off their hair. Both men and women went bald. Even young children were not spared this fate. Egyptians, whose financial condition allowed them to buy wigs made of real hair, preferred to hide their baldness. Those who could not buy them were forced to endure the bites of blood-sucking insects under their hair. Special methods of contraception. The ancient Egyptians sought to reduce the number of children in their families. Various methods of contraception were used for this purpose. Protection against unwanted pregnancy mainly fell on the shoulders of men. For this purpose, a mixture of honey, crocodile dung and chalk was used to block the passage of seminal fluid. Of the seminal fluid, the ancient Egyptians had strange methods of determining a woman's fertility long before modern diagnostic methods were created. In ancient Egypt, it was believed that all the orifices in a woman's body were connected. Therefore, one of the strangest ways to determine fertility was to place a head of onion or a clove of garlic in the vagina. TDS_note. It was believed that if a woman's breath smelled like onions or garlic the next morning, it meant she was able to conceive and bear offspring. Pharaohs in the body. We are all familiar with the appearance of the pharaohs. The rock paintings of those times paint the image of slender, trim men. But in fact, the bodies of the pharaohs that archaeologists found were far from the presented ideal. Ancient Egyptian exhibitionism. The ancient Egyptians were not shy about their naked bodies. Most of the inhabitants of the state were proud of their external data and at any opportunity tried to get naked. TDS_warning. Children under the age of adolescence are depicted naked in almost all drawings. Adult Egyptians also did not miss an opportunity to show all the charms of their bodies. And for Egyptian dances, clothes were just an unnecessary attribute. They almost always performed with bared breasts.